we're playing against Navi, and we're gonna try it again. I really hope that I can get it right this time, but let's see what Navi can do to start us off here as we begin this show match. It is the organizers of the Chaos Cup, plus Susie and myself, and obviously on the side here, it is Navi. So apparently I don't have the scoreboard working here, but Navi has a couple substitutes on the roster today because not everybody was able to get their accounts out of war, so you know, it is what it is. So we're down a Klaus today, and we are up a Pastro. Interesting play. We also have Ryuta, so we'll see how this all plays out here. But Gaku just started us off here with some Super Dragon. Simple approach. Queen deploys down south. It's an anti-2-star base. He's got the Flame Flicker that was able to get their defense on the left side of the base there, and the King will join with the Queen, and they'll move along the bottom of the base here. But you got a bunch of ground expos on this base, and they're going to be able to reach the King and do a lot of damage from the inside, reaching outward. But there's an Electro Titan on defense right there. He does pull it with the dragons, and the dragons will make their way to the core of the base there. Looks like the hero equipment that he's got is level 15 giant gauntlet, base equipment of the Queen, and running the Rage Gem onto the Warden. Rage Gem is insane with dragon attacks there of all different kinds there. Just being able to increase the damage output of these dragons makes them move through the base there so much faster. And look how much he's already cleared out here as the dragons punch through the core. He's got a couple over the far right there, but it's where Champion is now going to start to be able to wrap around, and she can do most of the heavy lifting on the back end of the base there. And I think she's going to be able to get every bit of it over there as the King survives, Queen survives. He's going to pop his RC ability that clears the defenses, and he's not just got the triple, but he's done it very quickly as well. So easy push right there. Skeleton spell, obviously not going to do a lot right there, being trapped in that compartment, but it's perfectly fine. Gaku gets it done. Super Dragons plus the Rage Gem is pretty OP. Let's dive into Tamo. Diving in with Electro Titans, a single Root Rider, and it looks like it is Super Archers inside of that blimp. They're going to go in there and double clone, rage it up. And it looks like we got a couple archers on defense, but he will draw those out of the way, draw them north with an archer deployed in the very top corner. So far, so good. Excuse me. We got to get the scatter shot down here, get the monolith down. He got the monolith. Not getting the scatter shot. Gonna get the damage onto the multi-archer tower, but leaving up some significant targets here. Gonna have to deal with that. He'll make his way across the bottom base here. He's got to get past the Eagle Artillery as his next priority. And leaving up a couple targets here is not going to be that big of a problem if the Root Rider can open up the base. So something that I noticed the other day when I was doing my Super Witch and Root Rider attack is the Root Riders, if they're under Rage, like the actual Rage spell, not the Rage Warden aura that he's got here, then they actually move too quickly and they don't stand on top of a wall long enough to break it. So you gotta be like mindful of that if you're using the Root Riders. And so the Rage Gem actually tends to be better with them with other spells there in its place because it just slows them down a little bit here and gives a chance for the walls to get opened up. Like, look at this. See, that one moves slow enough and he's able to break the wall. Where otherwise that may not happen. But it does need to get a quick reaction here. It needs to get into the Multi-Inferno. Got his Queen that might take the turn, but I'm not sure if she will. Multi is doing some damage to the healers here. The Rage Tower is going to fade by the time he gets over there with the main force. Sorry, my voice is like dying here. The Road Champion will get to the scatter shot. There's the ward ability. The ward ability was able to cover the Road Champion. It's a very, very big deal right here. Got the defensive hero down to the side of the base. And the Road Champion do some very good work here. Titans are hanging in there, but the Road Champion is the real star of the show right here. Getting all these internal defenses down, and she still has her abilities. Got plenty of time. Look at the stun of the Expo there. Goes straight to the multi-archer tower. Get the stun there as well. Pops his RC ability. Clears the back-end defenses. Tamo gets it done. And yeah, Electro Titans plus a Root Rider to get the base open. Do a pretty good job. But he also decided to bring in a pretty hefty investment of wall breakers as well. Not just relying on the Root Riders to open up the base. And he got the access that he needed. He's got the triple. And he matches the one that we saw from Gaku. And he tripled Gaku on top of that. So even better. I don't know what my plan is for the Town Hall during my attack. I'll have a handful of different siege machines and I'll be ready for whatever happens, but it looks like Pastro is now attacking against my base. Pastro making a debut with Na'vi. Pastro just won the World Championship with Clash Champs, and not only did he win the World Championship and claim a title there, but he also went perfect in the World Championship. So now he's over here playing on the Na'vi roster. Very interesting. Maybe just for the show match, maybe permanently. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. We gotta wait for like an official signing if they did something like that, if they actually added him. But then again, I don't think I ever saw an official signing for like Dima, and Dima's also in this war. But he might be just playing base builder. It's really hard to say what the overall long-term plans of the teams would be here, as we still have not reached the next World Championship circuit's beginning. So that's going to be a little while there. But he's got to finish like getting a bit closer to max there for all the free-to-play guys, right? But down south here, looks like Pastro are going to go ahead and dive that blimp in. Blimp will go into the town hall. Hero equipment, running basic equipment on the Warden, basic equipment on all of them actually. No extra equipment on any of the heroes here for Pastro. I think this is one of his secondary accounts though. I feel like a lot of these guys are spinning their main accounts into random spin wars to get as much push into the hero equipment as they can, and then they're pushing their secondary accounts into these events like this. And that's kind of the only way that we can deal with this right now, right? With people getting spun into wars, because it is kind of difficult. But look at this, he's going to completely overwhelm the backside of the base there. He's got it completely under control. RC does die out there, but his queen's still moving. Got to get the defensive queen under control. There's the headhunters coming in late. Get her out of the way. And it is going to be a triple here for Pastro. Easy day. That's what we're talking about. All right, where we got to the town hall, let's pop the queen ability. And a couple archers, and oh my goodness. Witches, you failed me again. Phil cheated. Phil cheated, guys. Ah! Dude, the lightning worked and the witches got wrecked. The real question is, are witches dead? Will we see a return of witches? Because I was having a lot of success with witches with that exact same approach on the dev build before Town Hall 16 released. And now it's just getting shut down because I feel like I covered all my bases there and is still just completely fell apart. But let's dive into Dima. He's been playing base builder for the Na'Vi roster, and he's been the alternate on their roster as well. Looks like he's popped a hero potion and a power potion. Level 14 giant gauntlet compared to mine was level 12. My king just got wrecked by that monolith, which is very unfortunate. But look, he's got a level 13 rage gem, and so he's gonna be able to pair the rages with the Electro Dragons. I've been saying dragons of all different types there. Plus, the rage gem is insane. But he's also brought 4 rages on top of that, so you'll be able to rage. I would say rage heavy and often at the start of the attack here, and then let the rage gem kind of just continuously increase your damage output into the back end. Because I think, at level 13, is that a 40% increase in damage? Pretty significant. I think you get like 45 at level 15, and then you get 50% extra damage at level 18. So looks like a couple E-Drags is going to charge to the right side of the base there. Love to see E-Drags coming in solo like that, and with the rages they're able to take down the air defenses with the chains and push all the way to the multi-arch towers. One more shot. Not quite, but he left up 2 multi-arch towers and the multi-inferno over there, but he will start at the E-Drags over the right side, left side I mean. And at least he got the Eagle Artillery down. That was the biggest thing that he was looking for over there. He got a couple tests out of the way there with the Flame Finger, which is fantastic. And he got the scatter shot down. Now he can make his way forward towards the Town Hall. He drags separating just a little bit there, but having a couple of them get picked off. Early ward ability. Okay, Dima. What if he ends up with the same fate as I did, right? Having everything die before he gets to the base? Although my everything was in my heroes included, but he does get the Town Hall down and the E-Drag split around the poison. So nice push into the base right now. He's got to get past the monolith though. Here comes the Clan Castle. A couple archers come out of there, and that means there's something heavy inside. And I don't know if he has the punch to get over there to the Clan Castle and get the building down to stop the rest of the pull without deploying ground troops in the area. But the World Champion deploys down south. Shield gets stopped up by ground skellies. He puts the poison on the ground skellies. Risky right there when he didn't know if it was going to be Lava Hound or Ice Golems at that point, but made the right call. Ice Golems pop out. The poison not going to do a lot against that, and he does still need to make his way back over to the monolith. Got his king on the outside of the base there. Queen getting targeted. He's got the archer puppet. Archer puppet doing some good work right there, giving some protection for his archer queen right there. And he's got some force into the monolith right there, but he can't actually get it down. Super minion taking a couple strikes. Nope, can't get it. All right, he's gonna have to go back for it. RC steps through. Queen stepping around. Queen has to go through a wall. Good spot to attack the wall right there. But the RC gets the strike, and Dima gets it done with the Electro Dragon. Zean is gonna take a swing at Super Dragons himself. He's got a clone. He's got recall, and we'll see if he can maybe make up for my mistakes and get a triple on the board here. Well, it won't make up for it. It would at least match the triples from Na'Vi though. And I'm just disappointed in my witches. I thought witches were going to be good. I thought witches were going to take over Clash of Clans. I'm so wrong. Oh man, maybe I gotta go stick with the super witches like that, like I did yesterday, you know, because I rocked it with the super witches. That was fun. Or just go with Root Rider attacks, or apparently dragon attacks. I could just cheese it up there. Like I know that like 16 dragon attack there is super effective. Look at these wall breaks. So the wall breakers won't target any walls. They'll target the edge walls though, not open up anything. So there's 16 troop space going to waste right there. But Super Dragon push will go to the artillery and into the monolith. Got the ward ability protecting the blimp. Standard base equipment here, except for running the vamp stash with the giant gauntlet. I've heard people saying that that's a good combination. I am not convinced, but I guess we'll see it in action right here and see what happens. But the king will pop the giant gauntlet. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to zoom. I keep doing that. I try to zoom, and then I throw the screen off to the side there. But the king, sought up by the ice golems, not getting a lot of value out of that vamp stash right there. Get the freeze, or the invisibility, I mean, for the queen and the super dragons, and then wrap around the core. He's got a... I mean, there's a problem that he has right now. He has to keep the king alive, and it is working. The queen needs to stay to the inside of the base there. And the king needs to remove targets on the outside right now with his last bit of HP. And maybe he recovers a bit there. But the queen goes down. Expo overwhelms her. Expo plus the multi-archer tower. A little bit too much damage right there. But he'll get the multi-archer tower down. Lost all the healers, though. All right, well. Dragons ain't going to work on this one. Zean, you ain't Gaku. It's gonna be a defense. So Zean will end at a 78%. He did better than me. So maybe super dragons are better than witches? That makes me sad. That makes me sad. That's sad. There's still hope that I bring witches back, because every time I made it work on the dev build, I used the healing tome and the rage gem. Whoa! What is this? Oh my god! Stars. Stars, you're an absolute animal. 100 barbarians, 100 archers, 50 goblins, and 20 wall breakers. That's the solo army outside of 6 blues that I assume that I used to set up a blimp here. But here we go. Rage gem on the warden. Protecting the blimp. To sail in there and... Is he gonna sail right over the poison tower? Get the poison tower to throw, and then land right on the other side of it, outside of the poison. There's the double clone. Super minion bomb. Gonna pop out of there. Come on, stars. Come on, stars. We believe. We believe in the barge. The goblin barge. This is a step up from anything that they've ever attempted before. He's got the super minion value, though. Able to get all of his primary targets. Working down south. Got the Queen and the Warden working together here. The Warden did not die out there initially, so he's going to have 50% extra damage here for his heroes as he makes his way forward, and I guess for the Barch as well. But Barbarians and Archers along the outside of the base there, just trim it out. Control the heroes' pathing. That's what we're looking for here. We don't have any headhunters here for the defensive heroes. We're going to pop the King ability. The Queen's going to go to the inside of the base there. That's not a bad thing right there. She can reach a lot of targets from there, and he can get the outside of the base there under control. But the King will be the first to arrive to the Clan Castle troops. There it is, ice golems, and I guess some archers as well. Poison should deal with most of that. And the Warden and Queen keep on working together here. 50% extra damage output for them is doing some work here. But archers and barbarians across the left side of the base there. It's a fairly light area of the base there, with only really the archer tower doing most of the damage in that area. But the King was almost able to get through the ice golems. He's still fighting there. King is still alive. Hold up. I didn't realize he's still alive. He's got the Phoenix. He's going to pick himself back up there, but he got the defensive Grand Warden down. Oh my god, is he doing this? Is he seriously doing this? Barbarians and archers swarm the right side. Scatter shots under control. Not only does he have it, he can swag his road champion, the freeze, and the invisibility. Holy cow, stars! You're an absolute animal. What a beast. That is insane. That is the first time we've seen that close to a true barge. 100 archers, 100 barbarians, 50 goblins, and 20 wall breakers. That's wild. I've heard many times before where people make suggestions of, like, during the Olympics that they put like a regular dude into like a race just to show you what like a normal guy could do compared to the Olympic athletes. That's how it feels playing against stars, you know? Playing against these Na'vi players in general, because they do some wild things. But now is time for Susie, who's going with a super archer bomb, and she's going with the Root Rider. Susie gaming on Twitch and on YouTube, streamer extraordinaire, one of my favorite people to cast with as well. But let's see what she can do here with this super archer bomb. Looks like she's got super wizards in there as well. But she's gonna get the town hall down, most importantly, and was able to get the monolith as well. And not done yet. Gets the the Inferno. Inferno goes down there, which is a very big deal here. But Queen was able to, or I guess the Queen will not have to fight out the clan castle. The Warden survives after the clan castle, and he's able to now continue on. Just fantastic. Like, we saw the Warden survive in the last one, and it did some work. Like, running the Warden onto air seems like what you should do during a blip attack there, but if the Warden survives, and then he can then support everybody else there, then the Warden can get some serious value. That's always the goal. That's always the goal there, which is why you want to deploy enough troops there initially with the blimp so that the Warden ability gets them protected as well. And then you also end up having him survive and have a little bit of tanking there while they take out the defenses right next to the drop. And that way he just chills until the next phase begins. But Susie off to a good punch here. Into the scatter, or into the, what do you call it? Ricochet cannon, that's the word. Ricochet cannon, but the healers are staying right there with the Root Riders. This is going to be a very big attack in the meta. I've been seeing a lot of people having a ton of success with this one here. And it looks like it's relatively easy to execute, right? Like, it's just a Super Archer Bomb. I think a lot of people have been doing Super Archer Bomb at 10 off 15 for a long time. So seeing this variation does make a lot of sense there. But the King on the outside of the base there. Looks like a couple of Electro Titans going to split off from the Root Riders there. But the Road Champion pushing the backside. And as long as his Expo goes down, I think she's out of control here. Yeah, there we go. Got it down. Get the stun on the multi. There we go. Susie gets it done. Susie carrying. Man, I wish I was as good as Susie. Susie's too OP. And I can't play at her level, apparently. All right, swag the queen ability, swag the king ability, and pass it back to Navi. Okay, here we go again. Here we go again. It is gonna be another Bart. 100 troop space invested into barbarians and archers, and also the main force here, aside from the queen charge, is Valkyries. Come on, Rita. There we go. Okay, goes to queen ability right there as he goes invisible. Scatter shot hit. Went after the archers, and that's one thing that we got to be keeping in mind here. The archer puppet is able to cause scatter shot fire to still go in there and hit the queen, and sometimes gets her killed through her ability. So you got to be extremely careful. Oh, jeez, there's a black air bomb hitting the healers there. But I would want to. I'll show you guys something here that we spotted in the Supercell dev video. I showed it in the video the other day, but I'll show it again here for you guys, that I think is going to be the better option there when we get to it. But we see some other potential epic equipment that Supercell purposely seemed to have leaked that is going to be upcoming here, hopefully in the near future, so we can start working on it. But we're looking for options that are going to be replacing that archer puppet so it doesn't cause problems like that for other players or for everybody in general. But this jump is going to carry the queen over to the monolith, and the archer puppet does do good in certain situations, like if you're going to monolith, right? Because it does make so that the monolith has plenty of distraction if there's no splash damage killing the archers. It does have other benefits, even though it has a downside as well. But the queen is staying alive here, just barely. The town hall may not go down. Wait, the town hall's not going to go down. Is that our ticket to win this war? What if the town hall doesn't go down and we win this war? He puts in the Road Champion. The Road Champion will pick up the queen's healers. Stiggy takes a stun on the town hall. Barbarians and archers keep on working. And the town hall gonna go down here. Okay, actually, okay, he's not just got the... Okay, he's got it. You know, he wasn't in a position where he can swag his Road Champion in the situation where the queen misses the town hall and then send her in as a backup. Like, it might have gone another way there, but Ryuta gets it done, and it's a perfect war over on the Navi. But I'm just saying, I think in the long term, I don't know how restrictive and how fast they're going to release new equipment and how much we're going to be able to get the resources, especially if we have, like in the pro community, if we have to play through random spin wars and get people playing those instead of tournaments, which right now you saw that we end up losing Klaus today because he was in a random spin war there. But obviously Stars win out there and he delivered, so it's okay. You know, let's get into side cannons, get the final attack of the war here. Let's see if we can get a triple on the board for our team. It is going to be a Super Archer attack here. A couple of Ice Golems pop out of the defensive CC, but Super Archers doing some work here, trying to get the Town Hall down. Dropped it very, very deep in the base right there, and a long travel time, but the Warden has found safety at the top of the base there. He's not going to get taken out by the Ground Expo there. The Super Archers take the Town Hall down. Did he get the scatter shot down? Kind of working in that area. Shoot the Road Champion. Misses the scatter shot, though. He got a lot of value still, though. He got a lot of value. He got the Monolith. He got the Town Hall, and those were his primary targets, and he got the Clan Castle Pole, and he broke the ring to the edge of the base there. So he lost the Warden eventually, but that's fine. Fight out the Clan Castle and make his way in. Let's see what we can do now. Got a Predator Warden that'll replace the Warden. For hero equipment, he ran basic equipment on the Warden. Oh, I guess we still need equipment for the Road Champion. She has no equipment right now. I guess eventually they'll add some, right? I feel like they'd probably add a piece of equipment for all the other heroes. They tend to focus on the other heroes that everybody has, like all the players all the way down. And then they do they tend to do the King first, because that affects even the brand new players. Like my Town Hall 8 has that giant gauntlet, right? And my Town Hall 10, which I don't have a 9 right now. I need to get that Town Hall 8 up to 9. But when I get to Town Hall 9, I'm gonna potentially have the Frozen Arrow to be able to use on a queen, you know? And then whatever they deploy next, I would imagine would be whatever they decide to put onto the Warden as his first piece of epic equipment. And then maybe we get our first road champion equipment, or maybe they toss in some common equipment for the road champion in between now and then. I don't know. It's hard to say what they'll do in the long term, but I think they gotta, like, they can't release too much equipment too quickly, you know? And it is tough because, like, if the epic equipment is so much better than the base equipment, then like nobody's ever gonna use the base equipment, you know? It's kind of a weird situation that they're doing with that. But as I'm blabbering on about that, looks like Psykander may or may not have this. I'm not sure right now. The queen has found safety with a unicorn alive on the outside of the base there, and that might give her enough to be able to recover. Look at the wall that she decided to attack here. She has the healer topping her off right there, and she's gonna break the wall, which is giving her time to recover, and she's got a little time to work with here. So maybe that 20 extra seconds there is gonna carry him through. It's hard to say right now. It depends on what this queen does. No, she has to go through the wall. Just kidding. Okay, she's maybe she doesn't have to go through the wall. What does she decide to do? Okay, she's going through the wall. It's a time fail. All right, well, GG to Stars. Obviously, Stars had the best attack of the war there. Ryuta right behind him right there, and then maybe Susie had the best one after that. Susie, is Susie trying to steal the thumbnail a little bit? I mean, it's hard to steal it when Stars is going out there